Wrestling. All-Star Wrestling is sanctioned by the AWA, the American Wrestling Association. All-Star Wrestling presents the top professional wrestlers from the United States, Canada, England, Germany, Australia, Mexico, Poland, Japan. The greatest professional wrestlers from throughout the world. And now to the ring for All-Star action.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go with All-Star Wrestling. And I want to tell you right off the bat, be certain to tell your friends and neighbors, on today's show you will see not only the amazing King Kong Brody, but the first appearance of the new tag team champions, the one and only Crusher and Baron Von Raschke. And in addition, later on today, we will take you to the St. Paul Civic Center for that match in which Rick Martel defeated Jumbo Tsuruta to become the new heavyweight champion of the world. And now let's get on with today's first match. Introducing first in the corner to my left, out of Atlanta, Georgia. He weighs in at 216 pounds. Rooster Griffin. And his opponent just coming into the ring out of Robbinsdale, Minnesota at 232 pounds. Curt Hennig. Just about one fall, your referee, the side buster, Kenny J. Now down to Rod Krongard and his very special guest, British Empire champion, Billy Robinson.
Thank you very much, Ken, and hello, everybody, and hello to you, Billy Robinson. Welcome aboard.
Thank you very much.
This Rooster Griffin and Curt Hennig. Curt, certainly one of the really rising and up-and-coming stars in the professional wrestling world.
There's no doubt about it. Even from that move he just made then, his center of gravity was there, and the balance is just perfect. He pulled him on in for a headlock, a switch behind, a hammerlock. He's got complete control. The man is trying to counter here with a headlock. I pulling the hair, the referee caught it, and Curt manages to maintain the hammerlock. Oh, the man goes to the rope to free himself of the hold, which is a little unfair in my estimation and doesn't show a lot of character.
Billy Robinson is not that kind of a wrestler. Billy Robinson, of course, is known as the man of 1,000 holds, the British Empire heavyweight champion. When he talks to you about a particular hold, a headlock now on Curt Hennig, listen closely. Shoulder block by Curt Hennig. He's a rock of Gibraltar in there.
Yes, well, he had the disadvantage. He threw the man off. The man took off to the opposite rope to come and try and hit him with a tackle, and Curt stood his ground and managed to get the advantage of it. Here he comes with a headlock.
Again, that tremendous shoulder block by Curt Hennig, who has a 16 to 18-pound weight advantage on Rooster.
The referee was on that, sir. Anyway.
Kenny Shotbuster J, the third man in, taking a close look at what's happening as Billy Robinson called your attention to the fact that Rooster Griffin grabbed a hold of the tights of Curt Hennig.
There's no doubt about it. The people don't realize, just from the headlock, the position, I think that was the hair, how he managed to reverse that. But Curt switches round, grabs him into the rope. Oh, the referee's making him stand back, and Curt did like a great sportsman he is. There's no doubt about it. Just from the headlock, there doesn't seem to be a lot of action. But the positioning of the wrist bone, or the cutting bone as it's known, can cause a lot of pain, and it's very uncomfortable. You can't really move that good in that position, just from a simple headlock. People just do not realize
Billy,
how devastating it can be.
How important is it for you to maintain your cool in there and not to lose your temper against a guy such as Rooster Griffin?
Well, once you lose your cool in any combat sport, you're liable to make a mistake and lose a match. You cannot afford to lose a match in professional wrestling.
That was a tremendous judo thrust to the throat by Rooster Griffin, and he pays the price as Curt Hennig hammers that head into the top turnbuckle. Some bells and some stars when things like that happen.
Oh, all the time.
What's this? He buries that fist into the midsection.
No, that was not a fist. That was a legal hold. That was the swiping part. He's he nearly got the man with a pinfall there. Comes up again with a headlock. Now, he's got a wrist bone just in the nerve center on the top of the jaw. And this is why the man isn't moving that much, is because it's very, very painful in this position.
back in the AWA after spending the last 3 years out on the Pacific Coast in the Portland area. Elbow smash to the kidney area of Curt Hennig, a very well-conditioned young man. You have to be to take blows like that.
Oh, you do. And survive.
Yes. Be able to come back and fire back with a shot like that.
Beautiful forearm. Headlock again, takedown. Now, the man's got his tights there. The referee's seen it and pushed him back, was correct. A great referee, this Kenny J.
Kenny the Sodbuster J, out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. The third man in the ring as Curt Hennig continues to maintain that punishing headlock on Rooster Griffin, the 216-pounder from Atlanta, Georgia. Let's see what's in store here. Look out, Rooster. Shoulder block again. A reversal by Curt Hennig.
That was beautiful. A drop kick. Down he goes. Arm drag. Beautiful. He's got the arm. Now he's got a lock on the arm. The pressure is on the elbow. Rooster doesn't really know where he is at this particular point. This is a good match. This is a match of equality. I'm surprised at the conditioning of this young man, Rooster. Curt is not, as a lot of people would think, a novice or a rookie in wrestling. He is a proficient wrestler and one of the up-and-coming people in professional wrestling.
The comments of Billy Robinson, the British Empire heavyweight champion, our broadcast colleague on All-Star Wrestling, as Curt Hennig fires away at the throat area of the Rooster Griffin, who reverses and picks up Curt Hennig, but gets nothing out of it. Now Hennig, and a backdrop of the bridge, and 1, 2, and 3. And Billy Robinson, this one very, very quickly. It's all over.
Yeah, that was a back suplex. Beautifully well done. A counter to a slam. And there's no doubt about it. Hennig has got everything that it needs to become a champion in professional wrestling. He is super.
Let's look at that backdrop suplex, or suplex as you will, as Curt Hennig puts it to Rooster Griffin right here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Ken Resnick back with you right here on All-Star Wrestling. By now, I'm certain you all know Ricky Martel defeated Jumbo Tsuruta last week at the St. Paul Civic Center. Martel, the new world's heavyweight champion. Now, promoter Wally Karbo, come on in if you will. I know you've got a number of things on your mind.
Are some false prophets talking about a new era in wrestling? If there is a new era of wrestling, I am it. And I'm bringing in the top wrestlers at any time, and I will continue to do it.
Well, Wally, without question, I want to congratulate you on that tremendous card last week. The matches being back to Japan via Nippon Television. We've already talked about that Tsuruta Martel match, but Wally, that match between the Blackjack, Lanza and Mulligan, Jerry Blackwell and Abdullah the Butcher was without question the most brutal wrestling match I have ever seen.
You are right, and because of this match and the way it ended, I can see now that I cannot find the World Tag Champions, the Crusher Baron Von Raschke, on this card. They'll have to wait their turn. I would like to get this other match, like you said before, is a brutal match. It's one of the roughest, toughest matches, completely out of control, and that's the match between Abdullah and Blackwell as a team against Mulligan and Lanza. That is one match I've signed with certain stipulations, which we will discuss later. Then, on top of it, another great match. Greg Gagne will go against Dick Bockwinkel, and the winner will get Rick Martel. Then Jim Brunzell will go against King Kong Brody. Then the great Dusty Rhodes. People said, try to get him back. I got him back on this card. He'll go against Larry Zbysko. And also, Jesse the Body wants to discuss something with me at the moment. I don't know what he has in mind.
See us defend our title here.
I just have to go along and get this match settled, and you can get the winner of that match.
Well, you go around our saloons and keep our celebration up. You know any good Polish saloons?
You'll find them all, Curt.
Right,
Gentlemen, I'm sorry we're all out of time, but as Wally Karbo said, if there's a new era, he brings it to St. Paul each and every month. Fans, stay with us. We'll be right back.
Remember now, June 10th is the big date and the matches are developing. Abdullah the Butcher teams up with Jerry Ayatollah Blackwell against the Blackjacks Mulligan and Lanza. King Kong Brody is on that card. He tangles with Jumpin' Jim Brunzell. Nick Bockwinkel to battle Greg Gagne, and the winner of that match to get a chance at the new champion, Rick Martel, and his championship. And the big return of Dusty Rhodes to go against Larry Zbysko, plus several other matches.
Wrestling fans, I want to urge you to be certain to pick up your copy of the latest issue of Vern Gagne's Pro Wrestling Report, featuring the fabulous ones right on the cover. But Bobby Heenan, what are you doing out here?
I told you last week when I came out here that I wanted to write a column. Well, I noticed they don't have it in this one. Well, it's going to be in the next edition of Vern Gagne's Pro Wrestling Update, Pro Wrestling Reports. And you notice on the cover of this one, who would want to buy this? The fabulous ones are on the cover. Vern Gagne's Corner. What's that, a picture of him sitting in a rocking chair with a blanket around him? You got a story here about Rick Martel. You even did a column in here. That's like reading the walls at a bus station. Guido the Lion, who? It was like an eye chart, his last name. Okay, if you want me to answer some questions about wrestlers, wrestling fans, any question you want, you write, Dear Mr. Brain. Now,
I understand it's to be called Weasel's Corner.
It's not that. I told you that before. It's Dear Mr. Brain. So you want to sell this rag and you want to make it popular. You want to really make this thing like the New York Times, then I suggest they put my column in. That's exactly what they did. The next edition, my column will be in here. I'll answer all your questions. I'll be glad to. And with this edition, you can do with that, you can line your birdcage with it.
Well, fans, again, Vern Gagne's Pro Wrestling Report. Here's how to order. Wrestling fans, mail $14.95 to Vern Gagne's Publications, Post Office Box 20433, Bloomington, Minnesota 55420. Don't delay. Do it today.
J. Klein Chevrolet, where prices are so low, they're ashamed to show their face.
Okay.
Gentlemen,
Do you wear a bag when you climb?
I wear a mask, dummy.
Tell me more about that sleeper hole.
Something about it.
Look, how much money a year? What can I say? I don't even know why I'm here.
Gentlemen, a toast to J. Klein Chevrolet, home of the no money down deal and the lowest prices in town.
No money down. Lowest prices. All right, here we go with more great all-star wrestling action. This bout, one fall, referee Marty Miller introducing first at 230 pounds out of Amarillo, Texas. He is Craig Carson. And his opponent, you've heard a lot about him, and here he is, your first look at him, out of Santa Fe, New Mexico. He stands 6 feet, 6 inches tall. He weighs 307 pounds. He is King Kong Brody. One.
We're definitely going to see technique thrown to the wind here. This man, Brody, is a giant. There is no doubt about it. The power and the size of this man and the conditioning of this man. He's renowned throughout the world. Japan, Europe, South Africa, everywhere you can think, and all over from New York to Texas to Florida, and now to the AWA area, and there's no doubt about it. You're going to see one of the most dangerous men in the ring, if not the most dangerous man in the ring of all time.
Well, he carries on a conversation throughout it all, and he has been firing away with forearm smashes to Craig Carson, who tries to fire back, but little to any avail on the big man.
Yeah, Craig Carson's a big man, and he's throwing those... look at this. Was he biting the man? I couldn't see from this angle. He is an animal.
King Kong Brody, 307.66, the body slam. He just drops him down on the canvas like he'd drop a sack of potatoes. Santa Fe, New Mexico is where King Kong Brody calls home.
Oh, that big foot right to the chin. There's no doubt about it. That was a beautiful shot. You cannot... Oh, outside, he throws him outside the ring. He's definitely got control of his opponent. He's going outside the ring, and now the referee should stop it. There should be no fighting on the outside of the ring. This is not allowed in the AWA, and there's no doubt about it. Oh, he's throwing him back in the ring. He doesn't want to stop. That's why.
Marty Miller has his hands full here. King Kong Brody working over Craig Carson.
To hear anything the referee says or anything the opponent wants to do, he's just taking over and annihilating his opponent.
Carson, 230 pounds. King Kong Brody, 307. It's been all Brody from the very outset. Brody, one of the really mean, unconventional, unpredictable type wrestlers in the game today. Carson just can't get anything going whatsoever. And whatever he tries, doesn't phase.
He's sending these really good forearms into Brody, and Brody's just ignoring them like a fly. He's just so big. Oh, drop kick for a big man, 309 pounds, and got into the air and kicked him right on the chin.
Carson certainly is paying the price here.
Another body slam.
Let's see what Brody has in mind now. Oh, the knees down on the chest and throat area of Carson. This could be all. 1, 2, 3. King Kong Brody.
This man is awesome. There is no doubt about it.
That is putting it mildly.
I'm commenting, trying to comment on scientific wrestling. There's no doubt about it. He has nothing scientific about him, but he is a monster and a beast and a man that's going to be very, very difficult to control by anybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here in the ring with King Kong Brody. He's 6'7". He weighs 307 pounds. King Kong, let me ask, I've never seen a man. You show absolutely no mercy to your opponents whatsoever.
6'6", only 6'6".
6'6", 307 pounds.
You know, I was walking through the airport the other day down in Miami, and I ain't been down that way in about 5 years, and everybody was coming up saying, King Kong Brody, why don't you ever come here and wrestle no more? Why don't you come on down here and spend a year like you did 5 years ago? And I looked at this guy and I put my arm around him real close. And I said, because I'm going up to Minneapolis and St. Paul and Denver and San Francisco and all around the north and the northwest. Because I got me a deal going up there. I got a real good deal going up there. That's why I'm here. I got a good deal going up here. That's why I'm here.
King Kong, let me ask you, in the ring, you continuously seem to be mumbling or saying something over and over. What in the world is that? Well,
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Before I came here, I heard about all the good wrestlers that were going to be here in the AWA. And I'll be darned if there ain't a lot of good wrestlers here. You got the Crusher, and you got this big German running around.
The tag team champions.
Champions of what? The AWA.
Exactly.
Okay, now you're getting closer to my good deal around here. I've been brought here for a reason. I've been brought here for a reason. And before it's all over, I know everybody's going to know my business just like I know it. But you're going to be real sorry that you know it. You're going to be real sorry. Because I'm telling you, I'm telling everybody who's looking at me right now, it don't matter whether it's that big goofy German, that great big fat Crusher Blackwell, that real little skinny Greg Gagne, and that little boy that hangs around with them. I'm telling you right now, once you get your nose in my business, you're going to be real, real sorry.
I don't know what to say. Fans, you heard the words of King Kong Brody. Stay with us. We'll be back.
And wrestling fans, don't forget, this coming Tuesday night at the Anoka Area Ice Arena and Civic Center, All-Star Wrestling. And they'll be there, Jesse the Body Ventura, the fabulous ones in action, the girl wrestlers, Baron Von Raschke, Sheik Adnan LKC, plus many, many more. Advance tickets at First National Bank, the Northern Bank, or Anoka Ice Arena. And, of course, tickets available on Tuesday, May the 22nd, this coming Tuesday, at Anoka Ice Arena and Civic Center.
Here, Eddie. Take the car. No, thank you, Mr. McIntyre. We'll take the bus.
Right.
Uh-oh. Gotta get Mako.
From rust, dents, and crashes to a great paint job, Mako brings your car back to life, all for a price lower than you'd expect. And accident claims, it's all part of the job at Mako. So when you have an uh-oh,
Better get Mako.
Every car dealer in town is yelling about this or that much money over factory invoice. Well, to them, Penn Auto Plaza says, ha! At Penn, we're offering $100 over factory invoice, but we're certifying that claim. Come on in, Mel. Mel, Notary Public. Show him your stamp, Mel. Penn is making $100 over factory invoice official on almost every new car. Thank you, Mel. Encores, Cherokees. Thank you, Mel. Come to Penn Auto Plaza, or I'm breaking Mel's hand.
mint, pure, creamy, refreshing. Whipped into a fresh, creamy center,
covered with just the right amount of rich, dark chocolate, and captured in every box of Junior Mints. Junior Mints, the freshest, creamiest mints this side of paradise.
Wendy's got news. Hot stuffed baked potatoes. Chicken a la king.
Baked mushrooms, peas, and things.
Stroganoff with beef and sour cream.
Good grief.
They're too good to be true. They're new.
Wendy's.
Hot stuffed baked potatoes. These two new kinds are gonna blow your mind. Something better for Wendy's kind of people.
Ladies and gentlemen, this one should be action from start to finish. 2 out of 3 falls. Introducing first the team to my left. At 255 pounds out of Mexico City, Mexico, here's Nacho Berrera. And his partner at 285 pounds out of Laramie, Wyoming, Tom Lentz. Lentz, your referee, Kenny J. And now coming into the ring area, the new AWA Tag Team Champions of the World. Introducing first, at 275 pounds out of Germany, the Clawmaster Baron Von Raschke of the Tag Team Champions. At 254 pounds, the wrestler who made Milwaukee famous, the one, the only. Down to you, Rod Klangard.
Again, thank you very much, Ken Resnick. Well, we get to see the new Tag Team Champions of the World, and we want to remind you before this one gets underway that coming up next, you will see the arena match between Ricky Martel and Jumbo Tsuruta, where Martel won the AWA Heavyweight Championship of the World. As Tom Lentz hooks up here with Baron Von Raschke, and with me again at ringside for the call of the action is British Empire Champion Billy Robinson.
Got the flying right down to the ground. Lentz is a tremendously big fellow, deceiving. And he's also got a great reputation. He was in Montreal, Canada when I was up there, and also been to Charlotte and Florida and Texas. And he's been wrestling for a while now, and there's no doubt about it, the Baron's got his hands full with this man. It just shows you how good the Baron Von Raschke is.
Tom Lentz doesn't like the way this one has gone so far as he hooks up again with the Baron. And an arm drag takedown, and then an arm bar, and the Baron in control of Tom Lentz, the 285-pounder out of Laramie, Wyoming, whose tag team partner is Nacho Berrera, and the Crusher waits in the corner.
The referee should watch that hand on the Baron's throat. Now look at that. That was definitely in the eye. The referee didn't see it, so there's nothing he can call.
And Lentz hammers away.
Yes, to the back of their neck. That certainly weakens an opponent.
And the knee lift didn't do anything to help either.
Oh.
And there again to the midsection, and in comes Nacho Berrera.
That was a legal tag. We've got the Baron off balance here now, waiting for his second breath. Nacho's taking over with those forearms to the back, a big elbow to the back of the neck.
Nacho Berrera, at 255 pounds, one of the most powerful wrestlers in the game today. Baron Von Raschke fighting back, and now in comes the Crusher, and how about that?
Oh, I can't see what the Crusher's doing from this angle.
He was gouging the eyes a little bit, giving Berrera some of his own medicine. And thumbs in the eyes there as Berrera came off the rope.
The inimitable Crusher style. A backdrop. Oh! Down he hit the floor. He tags out. Did he tag? I didn't.
I don't know if Kenny J says, come on in, Lentz, or not. Well, apparently so. Lentz now with a chokehold on the Crusher. Again back to the choke.
Oh, big spot into Lentz, run right into center. Now the Crusher comes in with those forearms. How they fist are they with the side of the hand I can't see from this angle. There's no doubt they were flying there with one hand.
Oh, the knee drop on the throat. Twice. Now the Baron comes in. But there is a tag off as Lentz tags off with Nacho Berrera. I don't know that the Baron saw it or not. Berrera is officially in there. The Baron comes up with a knee and takes it to the midsection.
With a good kick. Up with a big slam. He picks the big man up. Backbreaker. Oh! Now that definitely hurts on the lower ribs and comes down across with the legs. Baron's close to 300 pounds, and he really covered the man there.
Baron Von Raschke taking Nacho Berrera to the corner. The snap mare. Berrera taking a lot of punishment here. The chin lock here by Baron Von Raschke, the Baron, and the Crusher. The tag team champions of the world. You see that chin lock that the Baron has on Nacho Berrera.
Russia's going to watch those fingers when they're around the eyes. Oh, got him now. A knee to the side of the ear. He's on the ropes. The referee's trying to break them. Is he choking? Yes, he is. A forearm to the throat. Another elbow to the back of the neck. The Baron is staggering.
All of this, bit by bit, piece by piece, takes a bit out of the man. And that forearm by Lentz did more of the same.
He did not take.
No, he did not. He is in the ring. Lentz, Tom Lentz. Now tags off and back in comes Nacho Berrera. Baron Von Raschke being worked over by the tag team combination of Berrera and Lentz and taking a lot of punishment in there.
Back. Look at these forearms. They've really got him mad now. Now there's a sleeping giant comes back, throws him into the ropes, sends a knee to the midsection. He goes down, tags in the Crusher. The Crusher comes in. Look at him. The forearm runs ahead into the corner. He's pointing to the other corner, runs his head into the other corner. Oh! Throws her into the Baron. The Baron puts his knee out. Throws her into the center of the rope. Backs up again. Oh! Oh! Right on the shoulder. Chokes him right on the shoulder. Is this the bolo? Is he going to give him the bolo? He is.
Here it comes.
This is it. Oh, bang! And down he goes.
That could be a 1, 2, 3. And the first fall goes to the Baron Von Raschke with the Crusher using the bolo to finish off Nacho Berrera and gain the first fall. Take a look at it again.
I'm Darrell Ansel, owner of Chicago Lake Liquor Store, here to thank you for making us the #1 beer store. Our distributors agree that we buy more imported and domestic beer. Because we buy more, we buy for less, then pass on the saving to you, and you buy for less. Come in and check out our low prices yourself, and ask about our 3K specials. Chicago Lake Liquor Store, your #1 beer store on Lake Street across from Sears in Minneapolis.
Nothing could be better for cutting grass than the dependable Snapper high-vac lawn machine. But come fall, a Snapper doesn't get time off for good behavior because the high-vac does a job on leaves as well. Nor does the Snapper Rider hibernate for winter, thanks to a front-mounted 2-stage snow thrower. And come spring, the Thatcherizer means beautiful, revitalized lawns without lifting a rake.
At Lyle's Outdoor Power, Clearwater Home Center, Larson Hardware Hank.
Look at this snapshot. My skin's washed out. My blonde hair looks orange. My white shirt looks pink. Thank goodness for ProX 1-hour photo, because ProX does it right. ProX examines every single picture, twice. First the negative. If the color's wrong, they adjust for proper balance before they print. Then the picture. If they still think it's wrong, they print again till it's right. See?
ProX 1-hour photo.
If you're looking for a car stereo and you want the lowest price and the largest selection, listen to this.
At Sound & Music, the Best Buy company, you'll find top-name brands like Jensen, Kenwood, Panasonic, Sherwood, Sanyo, Bose, Infinity, and more. You'll find the perfect system to fit your car. We offer fast, professional installation, and we guarantee the lowest price. Here's one of this week's specials.
These 5-way box speakers with swivel brackets are just $19.99 each.
Fans, I still cannot get over the tremendous agility that you saw earlier exhibited by King Kong Brody. At 6'6", 307 pounds, the man, in all honesty, moves like a cat. He'll be something to see and quite a force to be reckoned with here in the AWA. Now, fans, we've got so much to cover today that you will not be seeing the second fall. I can tell you Crusher and Baron Von Raschke very quickly and successfully defended their championship in winning the second fall. But now, as you heard promoter Wally Karbo allude to earlier, Abdullah the Butcher, well, he certainly made an impression on the tremendous crowd last week at the St. Paul Civic Center. Now, take a look at a special interview I conducted earlier with Sheik Adnan Al-Kaisi and Abdullah the Butcher. Sheik Adnan Al-Kaisi, I still cannot get over the actions of Abdullah the Butcher. Where in the world did you find him?
Have you ever heard about Khartoum, Sudan? Do you know who is the president of Sudan? Ja'far al-Numayri. He said to me, my brother, Adnan al-Kaisi, this is your man right here, Abdullah the Butcher. Can you imagine? Everybody wondering about where is the beef. This is all the beef you could handle. Take a look at him, 460 pounds. Now he is going to team up with His Highness Sheik Ayatollah Jerry Blackwell. And can you imagine Blackjack Mulligan and Blackjack Lanza? Can you imagine the Crusher and Von Raschke? Can you imagine the Fabulous Ones? Can you imagine the High Flyers? Can you imagine any tag team in the AWA? This band, they're going to destroy every tag team in the world, and it won't be long before they become the tag team champion of the world. Abdullah, keep it صحيح. That's
what
okay.
In the world is
Just
wrong?
leave him alone. He's got his own mood. He likes to do things nobody else will do. But in the name of his wisdom, revenge to the Arab world. Anything you like to ask, Mr. Resnick?
Is he human?
He's a human. He's Abdullah. كيف الصحة؟ كيف عبدالله على مهلك بقول لك انت لا تحكي اي كلام.
Never in my life have I seen.
Now, this man right there and His Highness will team up as like I told you.
Now, Sheik, Abdul the Butcher and Jerry Blackwell has got to be, at least in my mind, the biggest tag team combination I have ever heard of.
Without a doubt, they are the biggest. Without a doubt, they are the strongest. And without a doubt, they are the most fantastic team ever the Arab people were. This team is second wrestling where the Arab people have our own special way in doing things. They thought they got rid of the
special way,
Sheik.
all right.
And now I promise you something. This especially to the AWA and especially to this Turkey town, St. Paul and Minneapolis. You're going to pay and pay.
Sheik, I'm sorry, that's all the time we've got. Fans, stay with us. We'll be back. Oh.
You won't want to miss June the 10th at the auditorium at the Civic Center in St. Paul. Abdullah the Butcher teams up with Jerry Ayatollah Blackwell to go against Blackjack, Mulligan, and Lanza in tag team action. King Kong Brody, 6'6", 320 pounds, tangles with Jumpin' Jim Brunzell. Nick Bockwinkel to battle Greg Gagne, and the winner of that match to get a chance at the new champion's belt held by Rick Martel. And return of Dusty Rhodes, he goes against Larry Zbysko. Plus other matches. Get your tickets now.
Wrestling fans, I want to call in at this time Jesse the Body Ventura, the light heavyweight champion, Steve Regal. Jesse, if you will pardon me, I don't mean to make you angry, but it was very apparent to myself seated at ringside and everyone in that tremendous crowd last week at the St. Paul Civic Center, you, just plain and simple, made a mistake throwing Steve Regal, the Fabulous Ones, on top of Steve Regal, cost you this match.
Well, let me tell you something. First of all, take a look at Steve Regal. Right here, you're looking at the original Fabulous One. Look at that profile. Look at the blonde hair.
Now, what happened out there was a pure case of mistaken identity. In the heat of the battle, everything's happening all around me. I can't tell Steve Regal from these other two guys. But now I've got a solution to that problem.
And what, man?
A real big solution, I'll tell you. Right now, where's Wally Karbo? Get Caribou in here. Wally Caribou, the promoter, get him in here.
I don't know what he wants.
Now I got something to tell you, Wally Karbo, so there's no more mistaken identity. Number one, I can beat either one of these fabulous ones by myself in 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Or I can beat them both in 20 minutes. One after the other. Either way, Steve Regal out of the picture. You let me have these fabulous ones. That's why there's no mistaken identity anymore.
You mean to tell me that you can beat either the fabulous one in 10 minutes?
That's right, 10 minutes. I will beat the fabulous one in 10 minutes, or I'll lose the match.
You got yourself a match.
All right. All right, Steve, you sit back. You take it easy. Now, fabulous ones, there'll be no case of mistaken identity anymore, Jack. Look at
Well, fans, you've got to wonder if perhaps the man with the giant arms may have bitten off more than he could chew this time. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Still available, this All the Best in 84 T-shirt with pictures of your favorite wrestlers on the sleeves, like the one and only The Crusher. How about that? The High Flyers, Jumpin' Jim Brunzell and Greg Gagne. The Clawmaster, Baron Von Raschke. That's all they need to know. And Rock and Roll Zumhoff, plus Mad Dog Bashan and more. To receive these handsome collector's items, just mail a check for $10 plus $1.50 for shipping and handling to All Star Marketing, P.O. Box 35364.
Fairview Hospitals announce a birth. One of such significance that already at the age of a few days, it promises a lifetime of contribution to the health of its community. The birth, not of a child, but of a new hospital. Fairview Ridges. Now with 5 hospitals, Fairview is bringing health care to more people than ever before.
Have you tasted what makes in America say?
It's here. It's all here at Hardee's.
Have you tasted how a biscuit's done the Hardee's way?
It's here. It's all here at Hardee's.
It's all here in Hardee's Rise and Shine homemade biscuits. And now you can get 2 sausage and egg biscuits for just $1.39.
Have you tasted what makes in America say? It's here. It's all here at Hardee's. It's all here.
Now at the 100 Twin Drive-In in Fridley, Car Wars, an incredible car, truck, van, and RV sale. 6 dealers offer you their best prices on over 2,500 vehicles. Over 400 on display with clearly marked prices. At the 100 Twin Drive-In, now through Monday. Get your best deal on Chevrolet, Chrysler, Plymouth, Volkswagen, Datsun, Ford, BMW, Renault, RV, or motorhomes. Or select from hundreds of used cars. If you're in the market to buy a new or used vehicle, be sure to shop Car Wars, Friday, Saturday, and Monday, 9 to 6. 100 Twin Drive-In, 694 in Central.
Sunday nights are Country Gold with FM Country K102 and Receptive Channel 9. Every Sunday night at 10:30, join host Jolene Benoit for an up-close and personal look at your favorite country music recording artists on K102 Country Video.
Never before have I said for second.
K102 Country Video with Jolene Benoit Sunday night at 10:30 on Receptive Channel 9.
All right, wrestling fans, as I told you early in the show, at this time we are going to show you that tremendous match in which Canadian great Ricky Martel defeated Jumbo Tsuruta to become the new heavyweight champion of the world. Now, after the match, by the way, you will see the interview I conducted with the new champion. So right now, let's go to the St. Paul Civic Center, where in front of a tremendous crowd, Rick Martel became the new world champion. Action is already in progress.
And only the best of condition withstand punishment like this. Not only Martel, but Tsuruta as well. Tsuruta setting him up. Is this going to be the pile driver? Down he goes. Martel in deep trouble. The cover, the count. And Vern Gagne was on his feet. shouting encouragement to Ricky Martel. Once again, the forearm. He winds up from left field and lets it go again. There's the former champion. Look at this. This is the abdominal stretch. One of the tremendously punishing holds of the champion we told you about earlier. One that Ricky Martel said that he had to look out for. Can Martel endure? Namalini, the referee, in close contact with both men. Tsuruta would like to end it any way possible, and right now by submission if possible. And now it is reversed as Martel somehow got out and puts on the abdominal stretch of his own. Jumbo Tsuruta inching his way across the ring, has the ropes, and the hold will have to be broken. A parting shot by Martel, a knee to the ribs and an elbow smash to the middle of the back. The body slam by the challenger, a quick cover. Backbreaker by Ricky Martel. Martel now coming over the top rope. Uh-oh, the knees came up and Martel caught it right in the solar plexus. As the flying body slam, one of Martel's favorite moves, and Tsuruta, no doubt, has looked at film beforehand and was ready for it. Martel has paid the price. Now, souffle, down comes Martel, crashing to the canvas. A cover here by the champion, a count of 2, but he cannot get free. What a match. We have gone past the 20-minute mark. The champion hammering away with forearms to the middle of the back. Martel firing away, trying to drill his man with his own forearm smashes. They both go down in that collision at the center of the ring. Namalini, the referee, counting. That's 5. Jumbo Tsuruta first to regain his feet, but Martel quickly thereafter. Wow, a drop kick to the middle of the back of Martel by Tsuruta sent Martel crashing into Leo Namalini, and he is stunned. There is the souffle backdrop for a 1 count, maybe it was 2. Now Tsuruta shoves referee Leo Namalini, and Mr. Namalini will be admonishing the champion for that, I would guess. But the action goes on, and a reversal and a whip. And now Tsuruta coming across, but Tsuruta has run into the... Ricky Martel, absolutely delirious, as Tsuruta was stunned as he came across the ring and came crashing down.
The new heavyweight champion of the world, Ricky Martel.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're here at the St. Paul Civic Center after a tremendous night of wrestling. The bombshell, if you haven't heard, Rick Martel defeating Jumbo Tsuruta. Ricky Martel, the new heavyweight champion of the world. AWA President Stanley Blackburn. What a bombshell that was.
I thought it was the greatest match I've ever seen in at least 40 years. It was fantastic. It was really the greatest.
From start to finish, action.
From start to finish, action, youth, vitality, and let's bring on the champion.
Rick, congratulations. This has got to be one of the greatest moments in your career, Rick.
It is indeed. I don't know. I'm lost for words. I want to say thank you to all my loved ones, and I want to dedicate this to all my fans all over America, and they were great. And also I want to say that I have a lot of respect for Jumbo Tsuruta, and I am willing to give him a rematch anywhere in Japan, in Canada, or United States, and I'm going to hang on to this. I know winning it is something, and hanging on is another, and I'm going to train very hard. I'm going home, and I'm going to have a big party with my family.
You're making all these pronouncements. Make the pronouncements.
Now, this is his interview.
You notice he talked about Jumbo Tsuruta. He didn't mention a thing about the #1 contender here. He says he'll defend it in Japan, in Canada. How about defending it against this man right here?
Simple.
The heavyweight champion of the world, as far as I'm concerned.
All right.
Two fellas pulled here.
Bring Rick Martel back here.
You can bring him back to whatever you want.
Just
Mr. Martel, we'll give it to you very quick and honest. You're standing up here praising everybody, including yourself and your wonderful fans. Then do something that is proper. Give this man, 8.5 years the heavyweight champion, a rematch first. That's priority.
Well, I don't have a thing to say. You see the AWA Championship Committee, Mr. Hennig, Blackburn, they will decide who is the next challenger.
Let me ask you one thing, Mr. Martel. Are you going to be a fighting champion? Are you going to defend this belt?
And you mind your own business. You let your champion talk.
See, he won't even answer me. He's yellow.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as I told you, the interview rudely interrupted, certainly by Nick Bockwinkel, Bobby the Brain Heenan, but without question, Rick Martel defeating Jumbo Tsuruta. The match went over 20-some minutes. I can tell you it was action from start to finish.
It was one of the greatest matches I've ever seen. I've seen many championship matches, but this one tops them all. Complete surprise. Martel in great condition, and he's going to be a worthy fighting champion.
Fans, again, Ricky Martel, the new heavyweight champion. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
And wrestling fans, don't forget, this coming Tuesday night at the Anoka Area Ice Arena and Civic Center, All-Star Wrestling. And they'll be there, Jesse the Body Ventura, the fabulous ones in action, the girl wrestlers, Baron Von Raschke, Sheik Adnan LKC, plus many, many more. Advance tickets at First National Bank, the Northern Bank, or Anoka Ice Arena. And, of course, tickets available on Tuesday, May the 22nd, this coming Tuesday, at Anoka Ice Arena and Civic Center.
I'm Rodney. I'm dull.
Hi, Rodney.
It happened to me like it happens to everyone. The same dull songs over and over on the radio. Up the dial, dull. Down the dial, dull. Now I wake up dull. Drive to work dull. Isn't there someplace I can turn on the FM dial? Some kind of music that isn't dull?
Yes, Rodney, there's country. FM Country K102. More music, less dull. FM Country K102.
Some of the many people who love Bernatello's pizza don't think about the care that goes into making each one. They probably don't know that Bernatello's 5 different cheeses are natural. And they probably take it for granted that the sausage is homemade just like the rich, tasty pizza sauce. The fact is, some folks are just used to the extra 1/4 pound of topping on each Bernatello's pizza. But one thing they know for sure...
Bernatello's pizza, it's good. If it's good enough for us, it's good enough for you.
Go ahead. Admire this $220 wool blend suit in a department store. But buy it at Kuppenheimer for only $130. Try on this classic $140 blazer at a fine men's shop. But buy it at Kuppenheimer for only $80. Now, there's only one reason Kuppenheimer can sell clothes this good at prices this low. We make them ourselves. You see, Kuppenheimer is a real factory store.
Memorial Day. And the Coors racing teams are ready. With Al Unser Jr. at Indy. Bill Elliott at the World 600. They're the future legends of racing, and they're ready. So when the green flag comes down, you be ready. Stock up on Coors and Coors Light where you see this display.
All right, fans, this match, one fall. Introducing first at 247 pounds. He hails from West Memphis, Arkansas, Bruce Dean. And his opponent at 240 pounds out of the great city of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, he is Larry Zbysko. Zbysko, your referee, Marty Miller, down to you, Rod and Bill.
There's no doubt about the difference in these two fellows. One looks super confident and the other looks super nonchalant.
The confident one, obviously, being Zbysko. He rates from the Big Apple, and he considers himself God's gift to wrestling. In any amateur sport or professional wrestling, he figures he is the man who undoubtedly owns all the credit. Whether I agree or not, but the man has a reputation, and he has proven himself.
That's carrying confidence a little bit too far, isn't it?
Well, how can I say? He does have a lot of ability. We'll see it.
For sure.
Beautiful leg takedown, grab the ankle, hit the man with a bone just on the top of the hip, and there's nothing else the man could do but go down.
Talk about a lot of ability. Ricky Martel, the new champion of the AWA. You saw it just before this match, his victory over Jumbo Tsuruta, and as one champion to another. You know what it's like to wear that championship belt, Billy Robinson.
Not the World Championship belt. That's something I've always wanted and hoped chance to get hold of, but I have to prove it in the ring. There's no doubt about it. At the moment, he's got a hammer lock. He's got the pressure right on the elbow. He tries to turn round with a double wrist lock. Zbysko goes back to the ropes. The referee's trying to break them. Zbysko...
Oh, what a forearm smash by Larry Zbysko that sent and hammered Bruce Dean to the canvas. And Zbysko seems to be on his way now. What a back body drop.
He's definitely got the power. The referee saw something we didn't. I don't know.
There's a neck breaker. Not exactly the way you use it, but certainly somewhat similar.
Very effective. Oh, he manages to kick out. This Zbysko is playing with his opponent at the moment. Picks him up for a slam. Oh, right. Beautiful. You've got to give Zbysko credit for his knowledge and technique. This man can wrestle. Oh, he was being too confident, then got caught with a fist to the stomach and a forearm to the head, another elbow to the back. Seems to have him stunned. Goes being thrown into the ring, comes out with another elbow down, he goes into the corner. This would be a turn of events if this man could beat Zbysko.
Bruce Dean coming back and coming back strong. He has drilled Larry Zbysko very effectively and very hard 3 or 4 times here in the past 60 seconds, and Zbysko is paying the price, trying to shake off the effects now, up with a knee, and he's firing away with the right hand. And suddenly it's Zbysko back in control.
Beautiful slam. Picks him up by the hair. Chantry coming in for a suplex, picks him right up in the air. Boy, he goes down, down he goes.
A cover here by Zbysko. 1, 2.
Manages to kick out of it. This is hard to believe that the man has that stamina to be able to do that. Picks him up, throws him into the corner, throws him into the ropes again. Oh, and gets countered with a kick. Down goes Zbysko. Headlock, takes down. Hooks. Zbysko counters, kick out.
This young man, Bruce Dean, is showing us a thing or 3, and he's doing the same to Larry Zbysko, who is complaining to referee Marty Miller.
Yes, both opponents seem to be surprised at each other's abilities. Zbysko runs his head into the corner post. And again, the pad in the corner, picks him with the head. That's why the referee's trying to break him and count. Down he goes. He picks him up again. Oh.
Pile driver?
Maybe. Is it a pile driver? Oh! Yes, it is.
Cover. It's all over.
No getting up from a pile driver when given so perfectly as that. Zbysko deserves the reputation. Whether he's God's gift to wrestling has to be seen.
Larry Zbysko out of Pittsburgh, PA, with the pile driver, stopping Bruce Dean in his tracks. Here it is one more time.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call in a man, he needs no introduction anywhere in the civilized world, former world champion, Vern Gagne. And Vern, I know this week has been a very, very trying one for you.
Well, it certainly has, Ken. We were all saddened this week by the passing of our dear friend, Dick Heeb, who I've known for the last 40 years and played football with at the University of Minnesota. And I'm speaking for all our friends. This man was truly a friend and truly a delight to be with for the 40 years that I knew him. And our condolences to Doris and the family from all of us here at All-Star Wrestling. Thank you.
Without question, Dick Heeb will certainly be dearly missed. Blackjack Lanza, if you will, Blackjack, I have got to say, in all the years I have been covering professional wrestling, never have I seen a match the likes of the one that you and Blackjack Mulligan had with Ayatollah Jerry Blackwell and Abdullah the
Well, I'm
Butcher.
going to tell you one thing. We're not proud of the match either. The referee really had no alternative but to stop the match. It was out of hand. It was one of the toughest matches that Mulligan and myself have ever been in. But I'll tell you one thing. The two whales, Abdullah the Butcher and Jerry Blackwell, they found out one thing. The Blackjacks don't back up. They go forward. They jumped us before the match even started. And I'll tell you, they remind us of two old steers we used to have down in Texas on our ranch, Mulligan and I. But we handled them. We knocked the horns off them. And right now, to this day, they're following us around like two little dogs.
Blackjack, let me ask you, at the end of the match, there was some pushing and shoving going on between the Sheik and Ayatollah Jerry Blackwell. It seems there's some unrest in the contingent from Baghdad's camp.
It seems that way, but we're not concerned with that. All we're concerned with is we're going to show up and knock the stuffings out of them, and they're going to come out of that match about 150 pounds each.
Well, fans, have a great, great week. That's all the time we've got for now. We'll see you again next time right here on All-Star Wrestling. So long, everybody.
Don't forget now, Abdullah the Butcher teams up with Jerry Ayatollah Blackwell to take on the Blackjacks Mulligan and Lanza in tag team action. King Kong Brody to tangle with Jumpin' Jim Brunzell. And the winner of the match between Greg Gagne and Nick Bockwinkel will get a chance at the championship held by new champion Rick Martel. And get this, Dusty Rhodes returns to the wars. He goes against Larry Zbysko. And get this, Jesse the Body Ventura will take on both fabulous ones in a 10-minute handicap match. Get your tickets now.
Join the hundreds who have already saved thousands as Towsley Ford's gigantic 28th anniversary sellathon goes on. Help us make our 800 goals. Help yourself to tremendous savings. Deep discounts on a fresh shipment of 50 brand new Subarus. Four-wheel drives, hardtops, four-doors, brats, all drastically reduced and plainly marked as low as $129 a month for an air-conditioned Subaru hatchback. Over 1,200 cars and trucks, sellathon price, even if you live 1,000 miles away. It'll be worth your trip to Towsley Ford Subaru's 28th anniversary sellathon.
Gotcha. Ooh, win money and prizes playing the Taco Bell Gotcha Nachos Del Grande game. Gotcha. Play and you could win free Nachos Del Grande or free Pepsi instantly. Or collect Nachos Del Grande ingredient game pieces.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
And win up to $1,000.
Gotcha Nachos Del Grande.
Once you start playing, we gotcha.
Taco Bell.
Gotcha for you.
Hi, Bob McNamara here. You like to fish and maybe have your own tackle shop? You can have it all at All American Fishing. Yes, buy and sell at wholesale prices. Name brands, Garcia, Ambassador, Eagle Claw, Penn, Johnson. A unique business opportunity at All American Fishing. Yes, and we've got a new shop, downtown Minneapolis, on 9th and Hennepin. Check out All American Fishing, 340-0510.
There are space games, and there are space games.
Now, there's Gyrus, out from the arcade. Nothing moves like Gyrus. In planet-by-planet galactic warfare, you're attacked by enemy ships, satellites, and meteors in a relentless search for Earth. Then more enemy ships, more satellites, more meteors. Now you can buy, or you can buy Gyrus, the more hyper-space game.
You have been watching All-Star Wrestling, featuring the finest professional wrestlers. All-Star Wrestling is sanctioned by the AWA, the American Wrestling Association, and produced by the Minneapolis Boxing and Wrestling Club. Executive producer Vern Gagne. Wally